day 10. I bet I know what this is. Another Hershey Kiss. Very exciting. I've been really loving this calendar so far because I love cookies and cream. Oh, so I didn't get a chance to vlog at all today. So I thought I would take this time to share with you guys my current favorites. So for the whole month, pretty much the whole month of November, and we're into December now, I have been, as you guys know, living at my parents' house. So my favorites are pretty limited because I really am just using the products and the things that I brought with me. You might be able to hear a dog barking, but that's because I have a window beside me here that I left open, even though it is winter, but for some reason I'm running really warm and I just cracked the window open a little bit. Some of these things that I'm going to mention you've probably already seen in kind of an earlier vlogmas video. So like the makeup that I brought with me to my parents' house, the skincare that I brought with me, some of these things are new. So let's start with makeup. All three of these things are things that you've already seen, so it's not going to be too much of a surprise. But one of them is the Chantecaille Cheek Gelée, which is in the shade Vibrant. So this is the shade that they just launched for their, I guess, fall collection. I don't know really what collection it is, but they just did recently come out with this. And it's just a really pretty color. So they have two other cheek gelées. So this one is Vibrant. It doesn't really give it justice in this lighting. It definitely is more of a kind of Ready Berry shade, but it looks so beautiful on the skin. And like I said, they only have two shades of the Cheek Gelée aside from this, and they're both very beautiful but also light. So the one that I have is Lively, which I believe is a coral one of the two. So they have one that's pink, but it is limited to certain skin shades, I guess, because they're on the lighter side. So I can get away with it. I'm more of a medium, but this one I like because it's a little bit deeper and I love the color. You guys know I absolutely gravitate towards colors like this, but I'm really glad that they came out with that, and hopefully it's a permanent part of their collection because I think they really need to expand this Cheek Gelée line because it is a really nice line. The other blush I wanted to mention was the one from Honest Beauty, which I have also been really loving. And this one is in Plum Berry, which is a similar family as the Vibrant, but it's definitely deeper. And it's definitely more of a, like a berry purple shade. So that's what it looks like on. Very beautiful, really easy to blend. I haven't really tried many things from the Honest Beauty line, but it makes me want to. I picked this up, for those of you who are wondering. I got it from Target in California when I went last fall, so fall of 2018. Unfortunately, you can't really easily get it in Canada. I'm not sure if the Honest Beauty website even ships to Canada, so sorry about that, but it is a really nice product. So if you are in a Target and you see it, I would recommend checking out their products. And then the other makeup related thing that I've been really loving is this Burts Bees All Aglow. Do I like this more than the Halo Scope? I think I might, and I don't know if it's because I've had the Halo Scope that's most similar to this shade for so long now that maybe the formulation has gone off, but I just find that this blends a lot better. It gives my skin like this beautiful sheen, but it's a lot less, I wouldn't even say the Halo Scope is sticky, but I don't remember the Halo Scope doing this before, so I think maybe it's just because I've had this product for so long, but I feel like it just sits on top of the skin, whereas this blends really nicely and it just gives your skin like a really nice sheen. Hard to tell on the back of the hand, but it is really nice. So this one I have been really loving, and this one is an Opal Mist, and they have a couple of other shades. I think it was last year when I did a whole dedicated video to the Essie Treat Love and Color because I discovered them and they were amazing. Like, they totally blew my mind. It's a new line with an Essie that is both a nail strengthener and also a nail polish, so it actually has color to it. Typically when you think of nail strengtheners, you think of just like a plain clear polish, but they came out with a whole bunch of actual color polishes, and they had a few different finishes. They had sheers and shimmers and creams, and they were also nail strengtheners. And at least on me, they actually did work. So over the year, they have released new shades and new finishes and all that kind of stuff. So this has been kind of my go-to nail polish. So this is, I'm not sure when they released this nail polish, but it is really pretty. It's very neutral. It is a little bit more pink than the other nail polish that's in the similar color family, which I also do own. I just don't have it with me, so I can't actually compare it. But this is definitely more of like a pinky nude, and I really love it. Oddly enough, this is not the polish that I'm wearing right now. The one I'm wearing right now is the Nails Inc. And Victoria Beckham in Bamboo White, which has long since been not discontinued, it was limited edition, so you haven't been able to get this for a really long time. But this is the nail polish that I was wearing in my declutter video and probably a bunch of other videos that you've seen this vlogmas, because I only brought 3 or 4 nail polishes with me and I've been essentially alternating between these two. But I love this color so much. It's just like a really beautiful, like I said, pinky nude, and I love the formulation of these TLC polishes. So as soon as I saw that they released this newer color, I picked it up. Before I talk about body things, I'm going to give you guys a quick bump update and maybe put some context into my next 2 favorites. Okay, so this is how my bump currently looks. The camera's at a bit of a weird angle, but it's probably a little bit bigger than the last time you guys saw it for my Get Ready With Me video. In case you're wondering what this is an appendix scar that I got when I was 13, 14? I don't remember, but quite a long time ago. Anyway, so ever since my bump started growing, I mean, even before I had a bump, I would always put body lotion on, but especially since my bump started growing, I have been really dedicated in making sure I put some sort of like cream onto my belly. Fortunately, I haven't seen any stretch marks yet, and I know it's hereditary, so you can't really avoid it. If it's gonna come, it's gonna come. I haven't seen it yet, but it doesn't mean that I won't later on. So I've been using a couple of products. So I know I've already mentioned both of these, but they're both from Palmer's. So one is the Skin Therapy Oil, and then the other one is actually the Tummy Butter for stretch marks. The oil I've actually been using pretty much all over the body, and I like it because it's really lightweight and it doesn't really, you know, leave any like greasy film on your skin, which is nice and absorbs really nicely. The Tummy Butter I've been using exclusively on my tummy, of course, and I do like it. I like it because it is very creamy. It doesn't have too strong of a scent. It definitely smells a little bit like cocoa butter, but it's nothing too overwhelming. The only downside is that this is a really hard consistency, so you have to have some sort of scooper. So I've been using this one from Drunk Elephant. I showed you guys in an earlier video that this is perfect because it actually connects magnetically to the lid, which is great, and it's really convenient. This makes it a lot easier to actually scoop out product because, like I said, this is a really hard product. Once you actually warm this product up in your hands or your fingers, it's really easy to spread, but just actually getting it out of the tub is really difficult. But it is a really nice body butter, I guess, and it feels really nice on the stomach. The only downside I have is that it's just kind of a hassle to scoop it out. I have one skincare favorite that's actually new. So I discovered this in November because my mom had a bottle of this and I was using it, and I used so much that I figured I should just buy my own and also buy my mom one to replace the one that I basically used up. But this is from L'Occitane, and I've never actually tried any of their skincare products other than kind of like their basic moisturizers, but I've never tried any of their like legit skincare things that you put onto your face kind of products. But this is the first one. It's the Reset Nuit, which is essentially an overnight reset oil serum. Can you guys see how it has almost these kind of gold capsules floating in the serum? I kept the box because this has a lot of claims. So it's supposed to keep your skin hydrated and make your skin look smoother, give your skin a revitalized look, give your skin a healthy glow, make your fine lines and expression lines look less visible, and then give your skin a youthful radiance. So I use this for probably 5 weeks now, every single night, and I definitely can tell a difference in my skin. Not so much the hyperpigmentation, because at this point I feel like I need a laser to get rid of some of these blemishes, but just the overall kind of radiance of my skin. This has definitely given that to me. I like it because even though it is kind of like an oil serum hybrid, it doesn't make my skin feel greasy. It absorbs really nicely. It doesn't have like too strong of a fragrance, and it just feels so nice on the skin. I can't really speak to the fine lines and wrinkles situation, but I can definitely tell you that this does give your skin like a really beautiful, radiant glow. My battery is always constantly dying, so I don't even remember what I was saying, but I like this oil. It's a great nighttime serum. It does make my skin look really glowy the next day and just gives my skin like this radiance, which I've been really loving. The only downside is I picked this up from Sephora and they don't sell it in stores. It's an online only product, so if you wanted to try it out, unfortunately you can't get a sample of it. You can probably get one at a L'Occitane store, but those are kind of far and few between, right? Okay, last 2 things are just kind of some random things. One is a snack, and it's from Nature Valley. So if you've ever heard of Nature Valley before, then you're probably familiar with their kind of like granola bar style snacks. This is, I think, a new product that they released, but it is a biscuit. So it's an oat biscuit, and then you can actually choose from 2 or 3 different flavors. I picked up the cocoa almond butter one, and it tastes so good. It almost tastes a little bit like Nutella, but better, and presumably maybe a little bit more healthy for you than a Nutella sandwich. I mean, this still does have quite a bit of sugar in it and quite a bit of salt, but sometimes I just kind of need a little like sugary snack or a sweet snack in the afternoon, so this has been perfect. I haven't tried any of the other flavors. This is the only one I can attest to, but it's really delicious. And the sad part is it only comes 6 in a box, so sometimes I feel like I go through them so quickly. I wish they came in a bigger size, like a value pack or something. But I've been really loving this, and I'll just actually keep one in my bag at all times, because sometimes I just like need something to snack on. My like blood sugar's low or something, and then I actually keep a box of them at work. My last favorite are some laundry bags. So these are mesh bags that I just got from Amazon actually, and I've been using mesh bags for a really long time. I mean, years and years and years, because I am an avid lover of knits, and knits do not wash well. Let me tell you, you have to be so particular about how you wash knits. Like, you can't wash them with certain colors, and you can't wash them with other fabrics, and you can't wash them with certain clothing that has like certain hardware on it. They're very finicky because obviously knits are a little bit more delicate. I don't know why I'm mentioning this right now, because they've always kind of been a favorite, but I feel like someone had asked me on Instagram how I wash like cashmere sweaters, and I told them that I actually put them in the washing machine and I put them on like the wool cycle, but I will actually put them in these first, so they're not like rubbing against other cashmere sweaters. They're kind of protected by a layer. So yeah, these are mesh bags that you put your clothes in and put them in the washing machine, so that you can prevent things like snags and pulls and things like that. So this is the one that I pick up. It's from Mamlin. I don't know if you can find that anywhere other than Amazon, but I will link the ones that I picked up. They come in a bunch of different sizes. So this is, I think, the medium size. So as you can see, it's quite large. So things that I put in here would be sweaters, for example. I also want to just show you guys that they don't come this dingy. Of course, this one I've had for a really long time. I just actually repurchased it, and when it's brand new, it looks like this. So it looks white. So yeah, these are like the medium size, which I put sweaters in, or pants or things like that. And then these are the smaller size, which sometimes I'll put like leggings or tights in. They also come in a larger size, which I think they just call large, which is probably double the size of the medium, and I rarely use that size. If I use it, it's for things like lightweight down jackets. Anyway, I'm sure if you do your own laundry, you have already purchased yourself some mesh bags for your clothing, but in case you haven't, it is definitely a game changer, so I'd recommend it. I guess that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. You'll have to let me know what you have been loving lately. I haven't done a favorites video in so long, and it's almost the end of the year, so it's almost the time where I would round up kind of like my annual favorites. So I guess that'll be my last favorites video of 2019. On a side note, can you guys believe that we are going into a new decade? It's pretty crazy. I still feel like it's like 2002, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.